So welcome to the RSPCA Wirral and Chester branch. This is where I've worked for the last 14 years, and today I'm going to show you around and give you a bit of a tour. Come on, let's go. Okay, so welcome to the reception. So here we have where all the magic happens, all the adopts, the inquiries, all take place right here with our receptionist. We have a little shop over here, just selling some mini goods. Let's have a look if you can see all this. So these are donations, some of the stuff over this side, brand new. You can get leads, collars, some muzzles, anything that you might need. We also have our staff sitting area slash customer waiting area, and of course it wouldn't be without our resident cats as well. So this is Hardy. These are cats that live on site. They all don't go far, they tend to stay in the warmth. This is Miss Lily. She's very old, very sweet. So the staff on here work extremely hard, getting all the animals out, all the details correct. They have an abundance of paperwork to do throughout the day. So, reception. Straight across from reception we have our staff kitchen. Get yourself a nice cup of tea, coffee. Moving further back this way, we have manager's office here, and then straight opposite that, this is the dog section. Staff only. Brings you straight into my computer area where I do all computer work, making sure all the dogs are up to date with defleas, wormers, vaccinations. We have kennel kitchen. So we've got some food stored over here at the moment. We've got our washing machine and dryer down here just to do daily washes of the dogs' blankets and stuff. We have some cat food over here for the resident cats. And then we have like cupboards and stuff for towels, for washing the dogs, and then a few little like med supplies over here. So if we come out the kitchen and we actually just spin round here behind me, this is where we have our washroom for the dogs. So going in, got a little bed set up just in case we use it as an overspill. And then we go through this section and we have our little wash bath for the dogs, little shower head attached. We have our grooming table that we can adjust to different heights, and our blow dryer there so we can obviously wash and dry all the dogs. It's a nice well lit area as well, and we've got that door for ventilation. And we have a Velux window up there for extra ventilation, so it's a nice room to use this. And then coming back out of the washroom, there's another door here which leads us down to the main kennels. So this is our first kennel block. This is 1 and 2. Information on the board there that tells us about our residents that are in at the time. You can see in the kennels they have a nice little bed area there. And then we have nice outside bit there with the airy door open, and they've got the Velux window as well, so if temperatures are too hot we could either shut the door and have the window open, or we could vice versa. We just adjust it accordingly. They've also got radiators in there as well, so it's a nice little kennel area for the dogs. Okay, moving down the corridor. This is the second block. So this one has 3 kennels in it. The beautiful Misha resides in this one. Get a bit of lighting in here. So again, you have 3 kennels. Just trying out a new floor at the moment as well. Trying to get the best grip on it so it's not too slippy. 3 kennels again. Normally this one's empty. They would have their bed there and then their outside space where they can have either that door open or the Velux window. Directly out of the 3 block we have here our weigh-in station. Regular weighs for the dogs so we can keep progress of how they're doing. And then moving down again to the very bottom. So the playroom is where we can bring dogs to do more play if it's really bad weather outside, or we can do some training with them, i.e. muzzle training, mat training, anything that they need, lead training. It's just another space that we can use, which obviously leads on to our paddock. So the paddock, of course, is a very secure outside space which the dogs love to run around in. Again, this is used for a lot of training, a lot of lead work, and just getting dogs a little bit more familiar with the staff when they first come in. It's a really safe space and it's ideal for play and structure for the dogs. And then of course, just behind the paddock, we actually have a big field. Again, it's very secure. It's fabulous for the dogs to do a lot of running around, to meet other dogs, to do dog training, to do recall work. It's perfect for meet and greets. A lot of times we have people wanting to come in and adopt a dog that might have another dog. So a nice open, safe space to do it is ideal. So here are a few of the residents. As you can see, they have a shelf with a high bed if they're able to get up to it. They would normally have some sort of scratch post as a step up. Lots of stimulation, toys, and also through the glass door there you can see they have a little cat flap, which then lets them go to the outside bit to give them fresh air. There's lots more to do out there. Hi buddy! So this here is the treatment room on the WRC cattery. This is for when new cats come in or they need any kind of defleas, vaccinations. They will all come here. This will all be cleaned down, nice and sterile. We have some health check forms to go through. So we keep on top of all the cats. Here is the WRC's workstation. Again, their computers to do all the records on the cats and have up-to-date defleas, wormers, vaccinations, everything we need to know about each individual cat. All gets stored on the computers. Each section has their own. This is the isolation cat pens on the WRC cattery. These can be used for anything from cats that are pregnant to cats that might have diseases or things that can be widespread across to other cats, meaning it's advised they should stay away from them. Okay, so this was the WRC cattery. Let's go that way and we'll go and look at the other cattery. This, of course, is the Gladys Nixon cattery, which was named after a lovely lady who left us over 1.7 million in her will. It is known to the staff as the GN cattery, and on this main block alone it consists of 27 cat pens. These pens each make perfect viewing for all the members of the public who want to come and see the cats. There's plenty of space for them to go in, spend a little time with them and sit down, get to know them, make sure they're okay with no allergies and stuff. And they're nice and warm. They have an indoor part which has a radiator. You can see our lovely two residents here. They have different ledges and stuff, so they can have beds up the top, they can have the floor space, and of course they have the little cat flap in the door there to let them go outside again. All the pens are quite spacious and consist of a lot of toys, scratch posts, good viewing for people. They can also see through the mesh there if they go around the back, if the cat's a little bit more shy and are spending some time outside. But of course it's all got roofing, so the cats stay warm and dry throughout. We often have volunteers come in who not only help with the morning clean, but will also spend time with our volunteer-friendly cats. So they get a lot of extra loving and support and care, especially when staff are busy doing other things such as the paperwork and stuff. Which brings me on to the GN kitchen. This is Safi, the little resident cat. She stays in here. She goes often about, having a little mooch around. This is the board that is consistent with all the cats that we have in on this block. The computers, of course, to once again keep up to date with all the paperwork, the defleas, wormers, vaccinations, anything cats might need. And of course, this is the treatment room for the GN cattery. So any cats coming in can get weighed in here, they can get vaccinated, health checks. If they come in for second vac, they could be done in here. It's a lovely big bright space, which obviously is spacious enough for a few people to do the treatments. And then of course we have the isolation block for the GN cattery. So this will be strictly staff only. Once again, this could be a block for cats that may need to be restricted from the other cats. Could be pregnant mums, could be barrier care, could be with flus or anything like that. Anything that would need to keep cats away, they come in this block. It has its own separate kitchen just to keep everything clinical and tidy and not spread between both sections of the cattery. Moving on to the washroom. So once again we have a room dedicated for washing, drying, keeping all brushes and stuff nice and clean. And then of course the back of the cattery, which has been done up to a high standard. It looks really nice. We have some memory benches as well. People have donated or bought a plaque. So yeah, I have worked at the centre for 14 years. I started off on cattery and then I done a little bit on dogs. At the time we also had a Miskies department, which was rabbits and small animals. So I became an all-rounder and done a lot of the jobs, going the vets, working on the dogs, working on the cats, and anywhere I was needed really. At one point I even done a little bit of the reception. It was when I started asking if I could do a bit more on dogs, it became apparent that I was actually really good at it and I was willing to listen and learn and just take it all in like a sponge. I went on to then eventually, after a long time, working just on the dogs. I've worked with loads of behaviourists. I found one in particular that was really good and I've learned a lot from him. And I would say, yeah, I've really enjoyed these past 14 years. Sometimes there's been cases in where you get a dog that's really been neglected and it just breaks your heart. But what we can do with that, instead of being angry, is just focus on the dog, pay all our attention to turning him round, giving him the best life he can get, all the love he needs, and the end result obviously is to get him a new home, one that he's worth. So that's the aim here. Again, when dogs go home, it's a bittersweet. It's what we work here for, but then we've built rapport and bonds with these dogs, so to see them leave is actually quite sad. And yeah, it's one of them, we do get attached and wish we could take every single one of them home ourselves, but it's the drive of the job and the passion and the care us animal care assistants put into it that's kept me here for 14 years. And it doesn't feel like 14 years, it just feels like I've been on a journey and I've made changes. And you know, it's such a nice thing that when these animals come and visit us on like summer fairs and stuff we do, they remember you and they have that positive feeling and they love coming in to see you. That's what makes this place special, because we have less dogs but we get more time to spend with them and we build such important bonds. These animals are amazing and it's beyond me that they can get treated the way they do. But I'm glad to be a part of their rehabilitation and I'm hoping I've got years to come in me yet to keep doing this and making a difference. Okay, well, this concludes my work tour. I just want to say thank you so much if you've actually stuck through it, and please like and subscribe to this channel. I'll bring you along for more tips, tricks and lots of fun with the dogs, cats and all the animals we get at the centre. Thanks so much, guys. Bye bye.